Hey y'all, I just wanted to share with you my Taylor Freelance extension plate. A lot of y'all have been asking me about this. This is on the 9C. And what this small Taylor Freelance base plate extension is just 3 rounds for the 9mm, 2 in the 40. Sorry. But what that does is it just turns this little 12 plus 1 into a 15 plus 1. And I'll go over and show you the different sizes and all that you have to do. First of all, I'll just show you some comparisons. If you've got a 9C, you can see the base pad sticks out just a little bit. It's actually pretty easy to handle. Even all day training is not that bad. You might get a little irritation here, but suck it up. You can see the difference. There's not that much difference. You actually get a little more purchase on the gun with it. It is rounded over from the factory. It's all billet aluminum. Don't ask me what grade. I don't know. And the unique thing about Taylor Freelance, there's a locking plate on the back, held on with 5/64. Yeah, say that. Allen head screws. It would be nice if there was some serrations around there to really make it nice and grippy. But the only thing you have to do, and we'll just for the safety guys, we'll make sure we have an empty gun, because Lord knows some people might shoot themselves working with a loaded gun. Take that off over there. Let's set this up over here. All you need is really just this Allen tool. And we'll start with a standard 12 round magazine from Smith & Wesson. Has the pinky grip on it, and I've already stippled it. With that little dot in there, see this? Alright, press that in. You want to go ahead and get a firm hold on it. Press that in. And take your thumb and, oops, let's go the other way. Take your thumb and start sliding it forward. You can hear it clicking off. Keep your thumb there because there's a lot of pressure. Here comes the spring. No need to go any further. Take this pad off. You can see that's where it locked in to the original. Take these two things, put them in a baggie, and stow them away. Alright, you're going to keep those. Alright, we'll just jump back over here to my other one. I want to take this off to show it to you in reverse. I don't know any inches of torque you need to put on there. I talked to Taylor Freelance last year, and he said just make it tight. No locking compound either. No thread lock. No blue, no reds. There's nothing on there. Nice USA made hardware. I've had it for almost half a year, and there's a little bit of brown stuff growing there, and we need to clean that. Alright, remember, we got springs in here. I'm going to slide that off. This is a little bit of the trickier part. Slide that forward. You see now my spring's done in there. I might just have to reach in there with my finger. I'm just kind of, oh, there it goes. And there it is. And this is everything you need. Remember, you took these out and you stowed them away. Now, before I put it back together, a lot of y'all have asked me, has there been you've had any malfunctions or issues or anything like that? Absolutely not. I tested this with 200 rounds mixed up of range ammo, 115 grain, up to 147 grain personal defense ammo, all kinds of different brands, mixed them up. It ran fine. Did a couple IDPA matches where we drop our magazines on the concrete and in the gravel pit, whatever. Yeah, maybe I should have given it to my grandchild. That would probably been a real test to see if it survived. But anyhow, The only thing I've ever had an issue with, if any, is just loading in the 13th round. And what I believe is that the follower and everything is getting down there so far it's compressing down in here, and it's just a little tough. So all I've done is on that 13th round is tap it with my hand and push it in and load up the other 3 rounds. Easy peasy. So let's start back over. One more thing. I rounded off just a little bit of the edges that night that I was putting it back in. I don't think it's necessary because, you know, you're not probably loading 13 rounds, 14, 15 rounds in a panic. So it really doesn't matter. You know, I'm just a little OCD, and that's why I wanted more rounds in my gun. Because I'm a 9mm guy, you know, and 12 round just ain't getting it. So we put it back together. Just for you that don't know, there's only one way. Slide it back down. Remember, you got pressure on here. You want to use your big fingers and orient that back in there correctly. You're going to have to work a little bit, but you're getting 3 extra rounds, so boom. And then just little tappers here and there. It's still in there. I know everything's working good. You see it's back up to where it's supposed to be, just like the factory. Alright. What I did just a little bit to add some speed in loading, and I'll get to why I did this, is this kind of rounded over the locking plate from Taylor Freelance. Alright, I'm just going to simply put that back on. One time, after about 600 rounds through it, I think I had to give these a quarter of a turn into locking them, tightening them back up. But you know, if it's your everyday carry, your home defense, you should probably be checking that on a regular basis. Lord knows the ammo fairy might come in there and take one out of the chamber for you. And excuse me, back and tight, nice and tight. Just that back in there, back in there, nice. Okay, as you see, it's the same place as the factory. There's nothing different. There's a little overall different grip length, like we said. Now here's where the hard labor comes in. Your grip tool. If you'll notice, if you look at yours, look at mine, there's a little bit of a difference right here. What you're going to have to do to make room for the locking plate back here is you're going to have to take out your grip tool. And you're going to have to sand some of that down. I wish I had another one to show you, but I don't. I took it right to the limit. There might be a few thousandths of an inch right there. And I'm going to show you how to do it to get a real even uniform match. Don't get your Dremel tool out. Don't get all your crazy tools out. Don't get your angle grinder out. This is crazy stuff called sandpaper. This is 100 grit, and all I did, hold it down, take the grip tool, and get busy. Periodically checking it into the gun with the magazine, constantly checking back and forth, and just to get a nice smooth finish. I finished up with, I think this is 1500 wet and dry. And I'm putting just pressure down. I'm not holding it, I'm holding on both sides, get some pressure. Nice and flat and smooth. Perfect. Alright. put the gun back together. My beautiful, sexy 9C with Trijicon sights. Only the best. Alright. Put that back in there. You can see how close, tight fit that is. There's been no problems whatsoever slamming it in there in competition, quickly or not. You know, been no problems whatsoever. If there's ever been a problem, it's been user error. You still want to load it up the same way. And that's how you turn an M&P 9C 12+1 into a 15+1. I got this from Midway USA, $29 plus shipping. You need an Allen wrench and some sandpaper, a little bit of elbow grease. That's it. Stay civilized.